when men going their own way was in its infancy of being a movement. It's not a movement specifically shitting on women. It's a movement basically telling men to, you know, find happiness within their own lives, and you know, whether that means being with the woman, being solo, or anything like that. With that being mentioned, a lot of men are checking out of the dating scene here in America altogether, and they're moving overseas. Um, I had a FaceTime conversation with my father yesterday, and he, I've mentioned this before. He's currently living in Ghana, West Africa, and he has a wife over there. And as I was FaceTiming him, this woman was fixing him plates of food, and this woman was like, he, this woman, I saw it firsthand. This woman was, was shining his shoes for the next day for when he went out to go out in town and all that shit. Like, I'm not saying that a woman should be a butler or a maid or anything like that, but that's how the women are over there. Like, I saw it with my own fucking eyes yesterday when I was FaceTiming my father. And I was like, God damn, I'm like, it's like that. Like, I saw it with my own eyes how a foreign woman literally like, how, I'm not saying all foreign women are like that, because you got some foreign women that try to run game, but I'm saying that the foreign woman that my father just married, the foreign woman that he married, doesn't give him no lip, fixes him food every day. She motherfucking does everything that a traditional wife should do. And she knows her role, as do most of the women over there in the part of the country that he lives in now. And I was talking to my father yesterday about this, and he was like, man, he told me, man, you need to fucking leave America, because, the women over there got the game fucked up. And my father was right. My father was right. I seen it with my fucking own eyes. This fucking woman making him plates of food and shit. Man, if women in America was to see what I saw yesterday, with this woman making my father plates of food and shit like that, they would talk all kinds of shit. They'll be like, well, girl, you don't need to fix him no plate. You don't need to clean for him. You don't need to iron his clothes. And this woman irons his clothes, cooks food for him, and does all that shit. Because my father provides, and she plays her role. And there's no confusion, unlike here in America. With that being said, it's the reason why I travel every year. It's the reason why, that's one of the reasons why I leave the country on a routine basis. You know, like I'm dating this woman from Brazil that I went to Sao Paulo not too long ago. Y'all might see her in like one of these videos from Brazil that I did. And, she's the same way. She's the same way. She's from a different country. She's not from Ghana like my father's wife, but she's from Brazil, and she's the same way. And they look way better than American women. They're in better shape. They have better attitudes. And keep in mind, a lot of men in America are catching on to that. It's been a significant spike in men in America getting passports. I know I've made plenty of videos about foreign versus American women. But goddamn, it's all coming to a head right now, man. Because now men in droves, not just me and not just my father, but men in large numbers are just saying fuck it and checking out the dating scene and just going overseas and just wiping their hands clean of this whole dating in America shit, man. So I went and did some research. I had to look some stuff up. Had so I got some statistics here about why men are checking out of the dating scene altogether here in America. And the short version, I'm gonna tell you the short version, and then I'm gonna tell you the long version. The short version is because of emotional risk, physical appearance, technology. It's harder to meet people overall, and shifting societal expectations. I'm going to say that again. Physical requirements, emotional risk, technology, harder to meet people, and shifting societal expectations. These are the main reasons why men find it hard to date nowadays in America and why they're just checking out altogether. Physical, because how many times have you seen women say that I won't date a man below 6 feet tall? And you got some women out here talking about they won't date a man at least unless he's 6'5". You know, excuse the noise in the background. It's people at like ice cream truck out here and shit. But anyway, fuck that. Let me go inside. There's too much fucking noise out here. But like I said, a lot of men are checking out for a lot of reasons. And I don't blame them, to be fucking honest. Because nowadays, women see men as an ATM machine with a dick attached. They don't see us as fucking people. They don't see us as human beings. And a lot of us are fucking just simply tired of the shit. So I was looking up the research, and the research states that 61% of men versus 38% of single men and single women are likely to look for relationships. So 61% of single men are looking for relationships, but only 38% of women, single women, are looking for relationships. And this is research that has been done on thousands of people that's stating that more men actually want relationships than women do. 61% of single men want relationships. Only 38% of women say that they want relationships. So that means that modern women are more content riding the cock carousel than being in a real relationship. And there's numbers to prove this shit. Look it up. And on top of that, it says 50% of women, 50% of people overall in the dating field are not looking for committed relationships, which makes it hard. And then let's talk about dating apps. On dating apps, we all know how it goes on dating apps. On dating apps, there's one woman to every 3 men on dating apps. So that means that women are flooded with all these fucking options. They're flooded with all these options of guys who they can choose from. And what does that do? That fucking gives them a fucking diva complex. That makes them think that they're better than men. That makes them think that they're the shit and that we ain't shit, basically. This is why they walk around here saying, oh, women are the prize because we got a pussy. And I've seen it firsthand how men will fucking literally get on these fucking profiles and they will fucking give women all this fucking false validation and call them queens. I've shown y'all pictures of some of these dating profiles. They will get on these dating profiles of these women. They'll call them queen. They'll call them gorgeous. They'll call them beautiful. And they will be anything but those things. They will not be queens. They will not be beautiful. They will not be gorgeous at all. But yet you goddamn dudes are out here telling them that shit. Stop telling women that they're all these things when they're not. They haven't earned that fucking validation. They haven't earned that motherfucking validation. You know? So men are checking out of dating because, number one, they don't feel like they're good enough. And let me explain this. The average man, the average man has to compete with a whole slew of guys in the dating field here in America. A lot of things come into play. Your style, the type of clothes you wear, your height, your fucking, how much money you make. Like a lot of guys just simply feel like they're not good enough to compete with all these other guys. They don't feel like they're tall enough. They don't feel like they make enough money. They don't feel like their clothes are fucking flashy enough or whatever. Or they feel like their car isn't nice enough. And it fucks with a lot of guys' self-esteem. Keep in mind, a lot of us, we're just regular people out here trying to make it, man. A lot of us are just regular guys working 9-to-5 jobs, just out here living, man. And it's crazy because, overseas in certain countries, that's all you really need to get a woman. It's just to be a man. You don't have to be over 6 feet tall and have all of this and all of that. You just got to be a man. And you can pull a woman in certain countries without much of a fucking problem. But yet, here in the United States, you got some of these bottom of the barrel ass chicks out here thinking that they can get the top notch men because you got all these men blowing their fucking heads up, telling them that they're beautiful. And they're, if guys stop giving women so much validation, then you know what? They will humble themselves. If American men stop giving women so much fucking validation, they wouldn't be out here thinking that they could pull, guys over 6 feet and guys that make over 6 figures and all that shit. If y'all stop giving them all this fucking free validation. So most men don't feel like they're good enough to compete in the market of all these guys, man. And on top of that, like I said, you could be a guy. You can fucking be a guy. You can go to the gym every day. You can fucking be well groomed. You can motherfucking have your hair cut. You can fucking have your shit together, and you won't get one compliment from a woman. But you can have a fucking fat bitch out here wearing a potato sack, and she'll have like 5 motherfuckers telling her that she's beautiful. That's not fucking fair, man. That's not motherfucking fair at all. You can be a man and put forth your best effort and not get one compliment from a woman. Not one. But you can be a woman and be out here looking like absolute shit, wearing a bonnet on your head, fat as hell, motherfucking chicken grease stains on your clothes and shit. And you'll still have dudes trying to give you dick. I'm just saying. This is why American women are so motherfucking stuck up, man. I stopped giving women free validation a long time ago, man. I stopped giving women free validation a long fucking time ago. And y'all need to start doing the same thing. And the reason a lot of men, another reason that a lot of men stop dating is because when it comes to a date, we have to, it's like everything falls on us. Because we have to be the ones to pay for the date, plan for the date, and impress on the date. A woman just has to show up. We're the ones that have to pay, plan, and impress. We're the ones that got to do that shit. We're the ones that got to motherfucking pick the place to go on a date. That's that impresses the woman or whatever. We're the one that has to fucking strike up the striking conversation. We're the ones that have to do that. We're the ones that's expected to pay for the fucking date, even though it's not the 1950s no more. It's not the 1950s where women didn't have jobs and shit. It's not the 1950s where women couldn't work and all that fucking shit. Y'all fucking women got jobs just like we got fucking jobs. So why the fuck, this day and age, do we have to pay for y'all's motherfucking freeloading asses when y'all motherfuckers work just like we work? As a matter of fact, there are more women with college degrees out here than men. Y'all like to brag about being boss bitches, independent bitches, smart bitches, and intelligent and all that bullshit, and you got your own bag? Prove it then. Pay your own fucking way. But see, women don't want to hear that shit nowadays, though. See, it's like they want all these new school benefits, but they want old school chivalry. You can't have both. Either we're gonna be equal, or either I'm gonna be, or it's gonna go old school. So guys just stop dating all the way around the board because they're tired of paying, planning, and impressing these bitches. And yeah, I said bitches. I don't give a fuck. I'm not PC at all. Fuck these hoes. And then on top of that, men aren't dating no more because of fear of being used. Fear of being used. We all know it's not a secret no more. Thank God for the internet. Because men know how fucking women use us. We know that now. They tell on themselves now. They make videos telling other women how to finesse men. And guess what? Women aren't the only ones looking at those videos. We looking at them motherfucking videos too, and we soaking up game. Chicks be making these fucking videos and these TikToks talking about, well, this is how you finesse a man, and this is how you goddamn get money out of a man, and blah, blah, blah. And we hear that shit. And we're taking notes. So we just simply just say fuck it and avoid the shit altogether. You know? We just say fuck it and we don't even try. And it's in all what? For some pussy? And a lot of us grown men have had enough pussy in our lifetime to know that the risk is not worth it, man. The risk is not worth it at all. At fucking all. I've had pussy. Trust me, I've had pussy from around the globe. No need to motherfucking expound on that. Y'all know what it is. And it is not worth, going on all these dates and feeling like a circus clown and impressing all these bitches and doing all that. Man, fuck that shit. Dudes are just saying, no, we're not doing it no more. Aside from that, it's like, it's like they don't appreciate the effort that men fucking put in to motherfucking dating these motherfucking women. It's like back in the day when you dated a woman, it was all about trying to know each other, trying to understand each other a little bit better. Back in the day, it was about trying to understand each other. Now when you approach a woman, they don't give a fuck about your personality. They don't give a fuck about trying to understand your spirit, understand your soul, to see if you have a connection. It's not about that anymore. Nowadays, when women date, it's like they automatically got their hand out. It's like instead of trying to understand your spirit and see if y'all have a true connection, their mentality is, what can you do for me? Their mentality straight out the gate is, how much money you got? And this is why men are saying fuck it and we're just leaving. And they'll goddamn say, well, you'll go overseas and these motherfucking women, all they want to do is use you for a green card. They just want to take your money. Like American women don't want to take our money. Look, I'd rather get more bang for my buck goddamn going overseas. And I'd rather have a chick getting a green card than to goddamn be out here in the fucking American court system with an American woman who knows the court system like the back of her hand, taking me for more money. I'd rather fucking be overseas with a fine, dainty ass motherfucking foreign bitch that cooks and cleans than a goddamn fat, overweight, weave wearing, child out of wedlock having ass bitch like these American chicks. And this is why my father moved overseas, and he's happy as fuck. He's happy as fuck, man. I talked to him yesterday, man. Man, I ain't never seen him that happy in my fucking life. Just like some of them foreign versus American American women videos that y'all see me in when I was in the Philippines and I had all them chicks around me, or when I was in Brazil and I was chilling with old girl, you know. I was happy as hell. You know? I stay going overseas, and I do that shit for a reason. So y'all motherfucking brothers that don't have your passport, get your fucking passport. I'm fucking telling you, get your fucking passport, because a lot of y'all don't have passports because everybody tries to fucking shame you for going overseas. You know, you got these bullshit ass dating coaches. I ain't gonna say no names, but y'all know exactly who the fuck they are. Some of these bullshit pickup artist coaches telling men, well, if you go overseas to get a woman, then you this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 blah. Look, I'm not saying totally lose common sense and just, you know, when you go overseas and date a woman, I'm not saying that women overseas don't run game, because some of them do. But you're less likely to get a bum ass bitch like these ones here in America when you go overseas. You're less likely to run across a fucking woman who fucking wears bonnets in public. You're less likely to come across a woman who has like 4 kids by 4 baby daddies. You're less likely to run across a chick who's fucking the size of an NFL offensive lineman. You know? And then on top of that, a lot of these fucking women nowadays with this technology that we got, you know, number one, it's hard to meet them online because they have a flood of options. They got a flood of guys in their inbox, and they're swiping, and they got so many fucking men in their inbox. I got female friends who showed me their inbox, and some of these female friends aren't fucking models, let me tell you. And they have like 100 dudes in their inbox. The first day that they get on the dating app, they got like 100 fucking dudes in their inbox, and they're not even close to being models, but yet they got all these guys in their inbox. So women have like a flood of options of men. So they'll fucking swipe right past the guy that's supposed to be their fucking husband because they're all stuck up thinking that they can fucking do better, and they keep looking for the bigger, better deal until they get in their fucking late 30s, early 40s, and even their 50s, and they start looking like goddamn Vivica Fox or fucking Lisa Ray, old as hell with a whole bunch of cats. So I'll be like, yo, man. And then on top of that, men aren't dating no more here in America because women are so busy nowadays, this day and age, trying to tell men how to be. They'd be like, well, a real man does this. A real man should be this way. A real man should be that way. Let me tell you something. A real man ain't trying to listen to a fucking woman telling him how to be as a man. What the fuck do they know about being a man? Well, man should be like this and man should be like that. A man worth his salt ain't hearing that shit. A man worth his salt with testicular fortitude and a backbone is not going to listen to some fucking woman telling him how to be. Last time I checked, I got one mama. And that's the only woman that I ever listened to telling me how to be as a man. And even still, I don't listen to that shit now because I'm a grown man. Maybe when I was a kid, I listened to that shit. But like I said, ain't no woman going to tell me how to be as a fucking man. And you should never listen to some bitch tell you how to be a man. Because they're not men. They try to be men. They try to act like men, but you're not a fucking man. So stop telling fucking men, oh, well, this is what you should be like to be a man. Kiss my fucking ass. And I speak on behalf of all fucking men when I say kiss my fucking ass. Because you got all these motherfucking women don't even know how to be women. But yet they try to tell us how to be men. I'm sorry. I just think that shit is hilarious. And you wonder why the fucking divorce rates are through the roof. You wonder why the marriage rates are the lowest in the past 118 years. I was reading this fucking article, and they said that the marriage rates currently are the lowest since the late 1800s. Let me restate that shit one more fucking time. The marriage rates in America are the lowest since the late 1800s. And that's saying a lot. And let me tell you something. Feminism, modern day third wave feminism, has ruined it for the modern day American woman. They preach all this sexual liberation bullshit. They preach about getting the bag and, oh, girl, it's okay to have a high body count and I don't cook and I don't clean. It's like they don't teach women how to be wives. And this is why they teach these women how to submit to a job, but not how to submit to a husband. And this is why men are checking the fuck out. We ain't dealing with it no more. We ain't dealing with being shamed no more. We ain't dealing with these masculine, fat, overweight, loud, boisterous women no more. We ain't dealing with it. We just saying, fuck it. We getting our passports and we flying the fuck out. Simple as that. We ain't dealing with that fucking shit no more, man. Hell, my uncle moved overseas too. He happy as hell too. I got a couple friends in the military that I know. They checked out. They moved overseas too. And the ones that haven't moved overseas, they got wives from overseas that live here. American women are garbage. The majority of American women are fucking garbage. And even the ones that look good, that's all they have. It's just their looks. That's all they fucking have, man. You know? And it is what it is. And you know, we're not expected to fucking say anything about this shit because we're men. And you know, as a man, oh, you gotta suck it up. Oh, you're not allowed to motherfucking speak your mind as a man. But yet you got these women that have all these fucking platforms. You got all these platforms for women that bash the shit out of men. You got The View, you got the Red Table Talk, you got The Real, you got fucking, you know, all these TikTok posts by all these women, and they talk all this shit about men, and they shit on men hard. Like we just don't have a soul. Like we just don't have feelings either. You know, it's crazy. It's like they talk so much shit about men, but yet you got one guy like a Kevin Samuels or one guy like a Andrew Tate. These are just two guys that I'm speaking of that speak on behalf of men. And they get shamed to hell when they get called misogynist and all that bullshit. But yet you got all these platforms for women that talk all this shit about men, and it's okay. But yet Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all them motherfuckers ban Andrew Tate. You got motherfucking sisters talking about, you know, ban Kevin Samuels and all that bullshit, but yet they can say all this shit about us. Or you can talk about a man's height, but yet you can't talk about a woman's weight. You could talk about a man's dick size, but you can't talk about how much a woman's pussy stank and how garbage it is, right? Because Lord forbid you say anything about a woman and her body. But yet they can say everything about our fucking bodies. Man, we as men, between that shit, between all the bullshit, all the jumping through hoops we got to do with the dating, all the motherfucking movements like the hashtag Me Too, hashtag Believe All Women, hashtag These Nuts. I don't give a fuck. They got all these hashtag movements that motherfucking shit on men, and we're fucking tired of it. Why don't y'all bitches just become lesbian and leave us the fuck alone? We're tired. We're tired, and we just checking the fuck out, and we're saying fuck it, and we're getting on planes, and we getting the fuck out of here. We're getting on planes, and we coming back with women that are half your fucking weight, with real hair, without a fucking shit ton of kids, that actually cooks and cleans and knows how to be a woman, that actually knows how to display classic femininity. And for you fucking men who have never left the United States, I fucking implore you to fucking get the fuck out of the Matrix ASAP. Cause it ain't gonna get no fucking better. It ain't gonna get no fucking better, man. Like I said, these bitches out here walking around barrel-chested, deep voice, motherfucking fat as all hell, looking crazy, talking crazy. Man, let me tell you, for you guys who never experienced a foreign woman, you never lived life until you've been with a truly feminine woman. You never lived life until you've been with a woman who actually caters to you and fucking and actually caters to your masculine energy and embraces that shit instead of fighting it. Like these American women that's trying to be men. Let me tell you something. You get you a good foreign woman, like the one that my dad got, or the one that I'm still talking to. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, man. They put these American women to shame. They put these British women to shame. Look, I know I've been talking for over 30 minutes, man, but goddamn, I had to fucking let off on this one because I was just so happy to see my father just overseas with his queen, treating him like a woman should, man. That shit did my heart good to see that shit. So I had to speak on it, and I hope y'all fucking get your passports and just get the fuck out of here soon. Because I'm about to be out of here. I'm going to the fucking Dominican Republic in a couple months, so hopefully I'll catch some of y'all out there, man. It's your boy Doc G out. Peace.